I will take you, and it has a footnote on it, like a 1 written.
Yeah.
If you open it, it explains this word mutawaffika. It says mutawaffika means to like basically dying. I will make you reach the end of your worldly term. So he also like has a footnote. Even though he doesn't translate as death, he adds a footnote and explains like it literally means death. And if you like don't believe like even these scholars
You
and
actually go back.
oh yeah, yeah.
Go back 1 second. Let me read the bottom of it. Oh, but when he says, I will make you reach the end of your worldly term, it could just mean like, as in the world, like, it's the end now. I can he raised him. You get what I mean?
Yeah, but then worldly term means like he can't come back because his term in the world is over. So meaning like death basically, right? Like if he comes back, he's gonna come back to the earth, but his term is over. Just like that. I can show you Ibn Sahabi as well, like because this is I can send you these links by the way. You know these scholars, all of them
Yeah.
translated that, and then I'll show you all. And then another one is this one. So do you know Hazrat Ibn Abbas radiallahu an, the Sahabi of the
No.
Holy Prophet Sallam? So
No.
he in Sahih Bukhari, his saying is there. This is not Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. This is like the Sahabi. His saying is there, and he translates the same word. You know, you were reading mutawafika, and he says it means
Yeah.
mumituka. Mumituka means death in Arabic. And the scan of this is here. This is Sahih Bukhari. Like if you open, like any Sahih
Okay.
Bukhari, and then if you go and see, this is the scan. It's a bit hard to read, but do you see like this brackets? The
Mm.
weird this bracket, and it has a footnote on it, like a 1.
Yeah.
What this means is this verse, the word that he's translating in here is actually from Quran. And which Quranic verse is it? It has it on the footnote. So if you go down and check the footnote number 1, it says Surah Al Imran, Ayah 55, the same one we were looking at. So Hazrat Ibn Abbas radiallahu an is doing the same exact translation of the same exact verse we were looking at. So he's not just doing like a random translation of this word randomly, right? He's doing it specifically for this. And that's why if you read, you can find it on sunnah.com as well, actually. I can show you. So, if you go to sunnah.com and if you go to this chapter called Prophetic Commentary,
Okay.
Prophetic Commentary, Tafsir of the Holy Prophet, Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, right? And then you keep on going down and down, and basically you can do for search like 4625 hadith. This is the hadith. Right above it is this. Oh, I lost it. Sorry. Right above it, like if you go 2 hadiths above, this is the same. And you see, bro, what the heck? So if
You
you
know what? You know what to do, yeah?
mm-hmm.
Send me the verse. I'm gonna do my own research into it.
Yeah,
Obviously, tell me about Mirza. I wanna learn about him.
okay, I'll send you. And basically, this is the verse. It also has the verse link. You see, if you click on it,
Yeah.
it takes you to the
Yeah.
verse. So he's doing like specifically of this verse. So I'll send you this. Um, I'm DMing you then. Okay. Cool. And there's like
Because, bro,
30.
you know what the thing is with translations, yeah? Like, all of them are different. To like truly know the Quran, you have to actually read in Arabic.
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing.
And that's why I showed you the proof.
Yeah.
So the proof is like the biggest proof is Hazrat Ibn
The
Abbas.
word more, yeah.
Yeah, the Sahabi is the biggest proof, right? And other than Sahabis, there's like so many scholars I just showed. So let me send you, and I just DM'd you actually. So I'm gonna send you the verse. How do you
ज़रिया
send
मैंने
it?
इसको थोड़ा सा बता दिया था कि पब्लिकेशन वो
وجاعل
1889 में शुरू हुआ था एंड द थिंग्स तो उधर से शुरू कर देना
Okay. और किधर किया है? This is the Sunnis agreeing. Sunni translations agree. And this is Hazrat Ibn Abbas radiallahu anh. And right here.
By the way, do you believe in jinns?
Yeah, it's in the Quran.
Okay. Yeah, I talked to one person last time. She was like, "Oh yeah, I don't believe in jinns."
We don't believe like in the exorcism, jinn possession stuff, but we believe in jinn.
Or like as in the actual jinns.
Yeah, we believe in jinns, but we don't believe like they possess you or they can. You have to do exorcism because that's not in Ahadith or the Quran anywhere. The Holy Prophet
Oh,
ﷺ never did like jinn possession, exorcisms, or
yeah.
I just sent you everything.
All right.
There's like 20. There's like 29 more verses, or like this, like very clear. Like there's one verse. I'll just quickly show you, and you can go to any Arab, because any Arabs that come here actually in the VC, they agree that this translation is like what we translate is correct.
So did they convert?
No, but they don't. You know why? They say
Right.
their explanation is that so many ulama did not believe that. Like majority of them, some did. Majority did not believe Isa alayhi salam died. So most of them gave this reasoning. Some are very convinced, but they leave the server because they're afraid of that they're getting, you know, uh, what did you call brainwash. There's a
And
many
washed. Yeah.
like many people have left. Like there were very nice people that came. There's one guy who's still here, but he doesn't talk to us anymore. Uh, but most people like who are not aggressive, most people that join here they're aggressive, and they curse and stuff, so they run away. But the people who are like respectful like you, they most of them just like leave the server or never talk to us because they're scared. There's like Arabs here in the server. Like one is from Libya. He converted because of this. He thought Isa alayhi salam is alive. Then he found out this verse. And he's like, I never knew this verse. And he never read the English translation, by the way. He just read the Arabic. He's like, oh, that's true.
Okay.
Arabic is saying it's dead. Like, go ask, like, most Arabs, don't tell them that you're Ahmadi or that Ahmadi told you XYZ. Just ask them, like, who knows Arabic? Say, can you translate this verse for me? And just give them the first mutawaffiqa part. And they'll do the correct translation, 100%.
Okay.
Like, we just did that yesterday, actually. There was a guy here yesterday. He's still here in the server. He's very nice. We asked him, he's Arab, and he did not know that we believe Isa alayhi salam died, right? So I just showed him the verse. I said, can you tell me what it says? And he says, it means Isa alayhi salam, I will cause you to die. And same exact thing, everything. So
Okay. Yeah, I know some Arabs. I might ask them.
yeah, don't tell them it's
Yeah.
from
Well,
Ahmadis. Just say, can you tell me what this verse?
but with me, I'm open-minded. I like to learn. Like, whatever is like, I want to know the full thing.
Yeah,
I like.
that's perfect. And that's what I do, right? Like if I go to other servers, like I just ask them to explain me. So because like I
Yeah.
don't want to debate someone without knowing anything, like there's no point.
Yeah.
So yeah. So basically, yeah, we believe Mirza Ghulam Ahmad alayhi salam is someone has to be the Messiah from this ummah. Like some Muslim is gonna become the Messiah, right? Why is it Mirza Ghulam Ahmad alayhi salam? Like there's bunch of proof. So like proof of anyone, like Allah Ta'ala sends prophets and people, right? That you have to accept. For example, how do you come to a conclusion that they're true prophets of God or true someone who was sent by God? So the Holy Quran tells us like the criteria of the truthfulness, right? For example, why do we as Muslims say that Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam is the true prophet of God or true person? Why was he not a liar? The
Oh, because of his character, I never lied in his life and
exactly
stuff like that.
that's the first one I was gonna say, right? So you said it. So his character, right? Quran says in the Holy Quran, there's a verse that says, right, that Holy Prophet Allah Ta'ala is quoting the Holy Prophet sallam and saying, I have lived amongst you for my whole life. Will you still not believe? Like, what does it mean? It's saying that I lived amongst you, you know who I am, and I've never said a lie. And he was known for like being truthful and Sadiq al Amin, right? Truthful and the
Mm.
trustworthy. So, so Quran tells us that the biggest proof or one of the proof of the prophethood of Muhammad sallam is that he was truthful before. So there's no way he's gonna lie later. And that's the same thing we say with Mirza Ghulam Ahmad alayhi salam, right? He was like a big he was like unknown person, but he became famous when he wrote the book. His
Okay,
first
can I
book.
just ask,
hmm
like, what things did he claim?
He claimed to be the Messiah.
Yeah.
And he claimed to be the Mahdi, because Mahdi is just the title of the Messiah. It's not a separate person.
Okay.
And he claimed to be the Mujaddad of the 14th century. 14th
So
century.
let's say like 100 people say the same thing, oh, we're the Messiah and stuff. How do you like prove
Yeah.
that he's lying or not?
Yeah. So that's the first. That's what the first proof I mentioned, right? The character.
Yeah.
So that's number one. And if I was gonna give you an example if you want, or I can mention you more.
If you give me more proofs.
Yeah. So the second proof, another proof is the is there a need for the Messiah at the time that the person is claiming to be the Messiah, right?
Okay.
Third is there prophecies of the Messiah coming at that moment? You know, like do they fill Quranic and Ahadith prophecies? That's another.
Is there?
Yeah, yeah. I'll mention.
Okay, could you show me those? Yeah.
I'll give you like an easy one, like a very simple,
Yeah.
anyone can understand. Hadith in Sahih Muslim says, which I'm gonna open for you right now. Hadith in Sahih Muslim basically says that when the Messiah comes, camels will be abandoned. What does that mean? It means that throughout the human history, right? It's the most surprising thing ever. Throughout the human history, we've used animals as a mode of transportation, like for thousands of years. And suddenly, at the time of Messiah, the Holy Quran says and Hadith says that the Messiah, when comes, camels will be abandoned at that time. What does it mean? It means that at that time, there will be a new mode of transportation that will be created.
Okay.
And when Mirza Ghulam Ahmad he was born in 1835, died 1908. 1835, 1908. During his lifetime, the very first thing was invented that completely abandoned camels, the train, railway. And then cars were invented during his time as well. And then airplane was like, the very first airplane was invented during like 1905 or whatever. But yeah, the point is, camel was abandoned during the time when the hadith and the verses of the Quran, the verse of the Quran mentions. Like that's the simplest.
Are you able to find it though? Because I want to see it.
Yeah. Give me 1 second. I was
वो
speaking.
चैट में टैग किया हुआ उसने.
Oh, someone got it? Oh my God. Thank you so much. Sahih Muslim 155C. 155C. Muslim. Here it is. You can read it. Wala
Oh, but it says, wait,
Wala
it says the son
tutrakannal
of Mary.
kilas.
The son of Mary is Jesus though.
Yeah. So we believe every single place where this is called Son of Mary or Jesus, most of them
Yeah.
all say Son of Mary. There's few that says Isa. Most of them all say Son of Mary. We say it refers to Mirza Ghulam Ahmad alayhi salam. And I'll tell you the reason why.
Okay.
Wala tutrakannal kilas. And let me send you the verse as well.
But I don't understand, like what's it called? I feel like with some things you overthink it a bit, because this one just says clear is son of Mary.
Yeah. I can explain. But does the other thing make sense, like the she camel abandoning?
Yeah.
And then can I show you another verse? So this is the hadith, right? The one that you just read, the bottom part.
Yeah.
The top part is a verse of the Holy Quran that mentions the exact same thing. Wa izal isharu utilat. That when the she camels 10-month pregnant will be abandoned. Specifically mentions, pregnant one. Because pregnant she camel has like more value because it's making another car for you basically. So camel is a car. Suppose if it's pregnant, it's making like another car for you, like. So it's more it's trying to like emphasize on the importance of that camel. Saying during, and this verse of the Holy Quran, Surah 81, it's called Surah Takwir. Bro, it's amazing. Like it's a topic for another time, but the first 10 verses, if you read them, all 10 verses, because this is the fifth one, and if you read the first to the 10th, all of them refer to the events that will happen at the time of the Messiah. Because this verse is linked to this hadith, by the way.
Mm.
And all the other verses, the first to the 10th, are referring to the same time period as in this, when this hadith will be fulfilled, when the Messiah will come. And you'll be surprised to see how, like, bro, Holy Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam is like the best and the truest prophet. You know, you can't imagine how that person, unless he was told by God that at that time specific things will happen, and he mentions that, and the Quran mentions that, you know. I don't know why people even become atheists or Christians or whatever. Why do people even leave Islam when we have such clear prophecies of the Prophet ﷺ at the time of what's going to happen in the future? And then, by the way, this verse is also mentioned, this prophecy is also mentioned here, by the way, this verse. This is another verse, completely different, but it's saying he has created horses and mules and donkeys for you, that you ride them, and their source of beauty, and he will create what you do not yet know. So it's the same thing. For example, throughout human history, so, and it's specifically, for example, if Nauzubillah Muhammad sallam, you know, this is an answer to atheist. Nauzubillah Muhammad sallam was false prophet of God. Nauzubillah. How would he make this prophecy? Because since you can think from the beginning of the time, no one can ever imagine there will be some transportation other than horses, donkeys, camels, like animals, right? Can you imagine there'll be something other than them?
Yeah, I know about his prophecies, but you know, like how he says Son of Mary, though, how do you prove that
Yeah,
is Mirza, not him?
because Isa alayhi Islam has died. That's the first point. Dead people
Yeah,
cannot
what
come back.
say that again?
It cannot be
People
son of
can't come back.
it cannot be son of Mary
Okay.
literally, because Isa alayhi Islam has died. That's the first proof. ठीक है ना? Because dead people cannot come back unless there is specific proof that dead people can come back. I'll believe it. But the Holy Quran and Ahadith are very specifically clear of why dead people cannot come back, and even if you
Also,
ignore that.
you know how he says Son of Mary will descend.
Mm-hmm.
Like how it means like he's gonna come down.
No, you know why?
Right?
I'll show you. And this time I'll be fast. The same word is used for Muhammad Sallam, Dajjal, animals, armies, clothes, treasures, in the Quran and Ahadith. Same word. Here is it. This is used for Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, sent down. That Allah indeed sent down to you Quran, reminder is Quran, and the messenger, which is the Holy Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Then Allah Ta'ala says that He has sent down for you cattle in 8 pairs, meaning like sheep, cows, whatever. Then He says Allah Ta'ala has sent down to you clothes, sent down, same word, anzala, anzalna. You know, it's the same descending word. Then it says Allah Ta'ala has sent down for you like treasures. And then it also says like He has sent down to you metal. So that's the Quran. And in the Ahadith, same, the Dajjal also descends. Actually, Holy Prophet ﷺ first. Holy Prophet ﷺ, when he took a shelter under a tree, it says, وَنَزَلَ رَسُولَ اللَّهِ صَلَى اللَّهُ عَلَيْهِ وَسَلَّمْ تَحْتَ samurati. So Nazala, same. Then same thing when the Holy Prophet ﷺ arrived at Al-Hijr. It's a place in Arabia. Same exact thing, Nazala. Then Dajjal also comes, and it's same word is used. Oh, where is Dajjal actually? Sorry, this is Dajjal. Dajjal will come and encamp at a place close to Medina. Ad-Dajjalu hatta yanzila. So the reason I'm showing you this is to prove like descend in English, the word used for that is nazala, Nazala's meaning in Arabic is to arrive in a place. Like if you talk to someone in Arabic, they'll use this word actually to say, a guest arrived, meaning a guest descended to me. Like they'll use that word in Arabic. I don't know what's the exact Arabic because I forgot, but I've talked to people and they've used that word as well. And this is the lexicons, the dictionaries here. This is the dictionary. It's called Lane's Lexicon.
Okay.
It's in English. That's why I'm showing you, but you can see any Arabic one as well. So it's same thing. He alighted, descended, and stopped, or sojourned, or abode, or lodged in a place. Like when someone goes from one place to another, the word used for them is to descend. Nazal al makan. So that's one word of descending. And Mirza Ghulam Ahmad Islam also explains this here. You can see in this book, he explains that. Nazul is commonly used to connote arrival, that some person will arrive. A person who arrives at one place from another is described as having descended at that place. For instance, it is said that an army or camp has descended at such and such place. For example, the Hadith I was showing you, remember? The army one? That the Holy Prophet ﷺ descended at a place with his army. So he's explaining that. So in Arabic, like people understand what it means. It also means obviously, like if something descends from sky, like rain descends from sky, right? If someone says that, that's literal descending. But when it's referred to like humans or something, it usually means like arriving in a place. Or something that Allah Ta'ala sends something important. So that's number one. So the first proof was right. Isa Islam has died. Second proof, you were asking like why does it say descend, right? Descend usually means coming from the sky. But it doesn't say sky anywhere. Secondly, descend doesn't mean that, because descend, I showed you, right? It means so many things in the verse, Quran and Ahadith. The third thing is, do you know in the Quran, the Holy Prophet ﷺ is compared to one prophet, like specifically? Like Allah Ta'ala gives a similarity. It's with Hazrat Musa alayhi salam. It says that just like Allah Ta'ala sent a prophet to the Pharaoh, similarly Allah Ta'ala sent a prophet to the Arabia. Like it's giving a similarity of between Hazrat Musa and Hazrat Muhammad sallam. And do you know why Allah Ta'ala mentions that similarity? The reason was that the Holy Prophet sallam explains it. He says, and let me show you the hadith as well in a second. He says that in the latter days, Muslims will become just like the Jews. If you take and he says, just like a pair of shoes or sandals. So, like the left sandal or the left shoe is so similar to the right shoe. So he says, just like that, Muslims and Jews will become similar. And he then also says, if someone from the Jews have done zina against his mother, like adultery, then someone from the Muslims will do the same thing. Meaning every single sin that's amongst the Jews will be amongst Muslims will do the same sins. They'll become just like them. And since Muslims will be becoming Jews. Jews needed a Messiah, son of Mary. Similarly, Muslims will need a Messiah as well. And Holy Prophet ﷺ calls him son of Mary because it's so similar. Muslims will become like the Jews. The same duty that Hazrat Isa alayhi salam came to do, same duty will be done by Mirza Ghulam Ahmad, or the Messiah, whoever you believe will come. The Messiah of the Muslims will do the exact same thing. Because of the similarities, he's calling the person son of Mary. That's it. Because Jews will become Muslims will become like the Jews. Jews needed a Messiah. Muslims will need a Messiah. The Messiah for the Jews was called Son of Mary. The same name is used for the Messiah for the Muslims. Like because of the similarity. Does that make sense? Hank Wayne?
Yes.
And also like there's more arguments, but I don't want to go into like those details, like in tafsir, there's more stuff written like Messi is Binny is sending me in DMs. Not DMs, like in the chat. He's sending a scan. that Ibn Maryam is also like a sifat, like an adjective. It does not mean literally son of Mary. It means like it can be used as like an adjective, like description of someone.
इसको बता दिया था कि sons of Mary is also for likeness.
Yeah, that's what. Abhi to
ठीक है.
So Quinn, like that's the simplest way. There's like more proof. Like Quran also uses a similar stuff for Hazrat Maryam. Have you seen the verse where Hazrat Maryam is called sister of Harun alayhi salam? Can you hear me? Quinn?
Oh, hello?
आ रही है आवाज?
Yeah, my mic was off.
Oh, sorry. So मैंने कहा
Could you-
same thing is used in the Quran as well, by the way, and Ahadith. But I'm not telling you right now because I told you so much already. So I'm waiting for you to.
That's fine, but could you explain the other verse for me again? You know the crucifixion one, the killed, not crucifixion, rather he was raised.
Oh yeah,
That one.
yeah. Let me open it. So it says, and we did not kill Messiah, son of Mary. Oh, so we did kill. Jews are saying that we killed Hazrat Isa alayhi salam, whereas they killed him not they crucified him, but he was made to appear to them like one crucified. They thought that they crucified him, but he wasn't
How
crucified.
was it made? Like, in what way was it made to appear?
Basically, that they thought he died on the cross. They put him on the cross, but he hadn't. He survived.
Okay.
He escaped. And they're saying that those who differ are in a state of doubt and they don't have knowledge of this, but they only follow conjecture, blah, blah, blah. Sorry, not blah, blah, blah. It's a verse of the Quran. Sorry. And then it says, on the contrary, Allah exalted him to himself. This is our Quran translation, by the way. It says, so we do the same exact thing. We don't change it. So we believe in the whole thing. Isa alayhi salam was not killed by Jews and not crucified. They could not kill him or not crucify, but rather Allah Ta'ala raised him. And this raising, if you notice, was also mentioned in the other verse. Remember that verse that we were talking about that I sent you in the DMs? I will cause you to die and I will raise you. Same exact thing. Warafiuka. Same exact raising is mentioned here. Bal rafahullahu ilayhi. So the raising that's mentioned here comes after the death. So he dies and Allah Ta'ala raises him. Similarly, this raising also happened at the same time. So we believe like this two, right? Simple ways.
You know the other hadith, the other verse where he says, I will cause you to die.
Yeah, this one.
Natural death.
Yeah, this one.
Like, could it be that's talking about the future, like after the Antichrist and stuff?
No. You know why?
Not like,
Yeah, there's another verse that refutes that. I can show you.
what about the verses before this?
Before this?
Oh, never mind. Yeah, show me the other verse.
Yeah, I'll show you. But even in this verse, you can say that. For example, you're saying this thing hasn't happened yet, right? Let's assume this thing hasn't happened. It will happen in the future, right?
Yeah.
But let's look at it. Allah Ta'ala gives 4 promises here in this verse. He's telling Isa alayhi salam that he makes 4 promises. He says, I will cause you to die, meaning Jews won't be able to kill you and crucify you, because if Jews are able to kill you or crucify you, they'll say that you're lanati, nauzubillah. Lanati means someone who is accursed. Because as per their belief, in Deuteronomy, it says that whoever dies on the cross is an accursed person and he's a false prophet. So he's saying, I won't cause you to die. I won't let them kill you. I will cause you to die. Meaning, I'll take your soul. Meaning, I'll cause you to die like a natural death. Okay? Second promise he's doing is, he's saying, I will exalt you. What does exalting means? Like raising someone. When Allah Ta'ala raises someone, it means bringing them closer to Him. How does someone go closer to Allah Ta'ala? When we say, yeah, मैंने नमाज पढ़नी है, मैंने Allah Ta'ala के और करीब होना है, मैं नफल पढ़नी है ताकि मैं अल्लाह के करीब हो जाऊँ. I want to do nawafil so I can be closer to Allah Ta'ala, right? It's not like I want to fly to Allah Ta'ala, right? So, but anyways, I'll summarize. There's 4 promises mentioned. First is Allah Ta'ala will cause him to die. Allah Ta'ala will raise him. Allah Ta'ala will clear him of the charges of those who disbelieve. What charges is he talking? Allah Ta'ala talking about? That's another topic. And Allah Ta'ala will place those who follow Isa alayhi salam above those who disbelieve. So 4 promises. So you're saying this hasn't happened. So you're saying
Yeah.
this has happened though, right? Has it?
I don't know. What about the second verse after this? Could you go down a bit?
Yeah. But I'm asking you this, right? Think about this. You're saying, let's assume this hasn't happened and it will happen in the future, right? It means this will happen in the future as well. And this and this. So none of this has happened. Or this hasn't happened, but this has, and this has, and this has. But like how are you trying to, how are you trying to assume why X has happened but not the other? Why do we believe certain promises have been fulfilled but not the other? Suppose if we believe this hasn't happened, suppose we believe that, then we have to believe that this hasn't happened either. And if we believe that, then we have to believe that Allah Ta'ala hasn't saved Isa alayhi salam of the charges, of the allegations of the Jews. And Allah Ta'ala hasn't placed those, his followers above the Jews. So we have to assume so many bad things. But okay, I'll show you the next verse. Then as for those who disbelieve, I will punish them with a severe punishment.
Okay.
So if you can think about it, because it's a good argument. And this thing that you said, actually some Muslims say that. They say, okay, let's assume it means death, but then why is it death not death in the second time he comes to this earth? But then you have to notice 4 promises. You have to believe either all of them have been fulfilled or none of them. Or you need to change the order or something, does it make sense to believe in part of the Quran and not the other, right? So it's a bit weird. I don't know if it makes sense.
Yeah, look, the thing is this, what you're saying is making sense, but then what I'm confused now is because the Hadith and this is kind of contradicting because it says son of Mary.
Yeah, but then I explained you. So if
I
a
know,
Hadith seemingly...
no, but it's still,
Mhm.
no, but it's still like a authentic Hadith, so
Yeah.
alright.
So we have to
Or
interpret
somebody,
it.
yeah.
So which is above Quran? Which is above Quran or the Hadith?
That's fine. Don't worry, I'm gonna research it myself and then
Okay.
I'll see.
Yeah, but think about it, right? What's above
Yeah.
Quran or Hadith?
Quran, obviously.
Right. So if Quran is above, we have to understand everything else as per all the ahadith as per what the Quran says. Ahadith cannot contradict Quran, right? It may look like it's contradicting, but it cannot contradict. And when it looks like it's contradicting, what do? You interpret. You want to make sure that whatever meaning you're putting it on the hadith should be in line with the Quran, not the other way. For example, some people say, right, hadith can abrogate Quran. Do you believe that? Hadith overrules Quran.
No.
Right? So there's Muslims who believe that, a lot of them. Especially they're called Ahle Hadith, Salafis, and even some other other. They believe if there's a hadith says X and it contradicts Quran, it can abrogate Quran and the verse is useless now. You have to look at the hadith. But we don't believe that, right? You don't believe that. So whatever meaning you're going to do of this hadith, make sure that it's not contradicting Quran. You have to, because this hadith is sahih. We cannot reject it. How do you understand it? And the way I showed you, the easiest way. Hadith sallallahu alaihi wasallam says Muslims will become like the Jews. Jews needed Messiah. Messiah was called Son of Mary. Muslims will need a Messiah. And because it's a prophecy, he was called Messiah, Son of Mary as well. That's it. That's the simplest thing. And this is very common in the Quran and Hadith. For example, do you know the prophecy of the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam in the Bible?
No. Oh, when he was prophesied, he's gonna be the prophet.
Yeah, that the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam is going to come in the future, right? Do you know what exactly the prophecy is? Because I forgot.
I'm not sure. I don't know. I think he was a Christian pope or something that told him he was a prophet. That's it.
No, there's a verse in the Bible that says Muhammad sallallahu will come in the future, right? In the land of Arabia, from your brethrens, a prophet, someone will come. That's the verse in the Bible, right?
Yeah, go to Deuteronomy, I think it's 18:18 to 18:20.
18, 18 to 20. Write this. I will raise up from them a prophet like you from among their fellow Israelites, and I will put my words in his mouth. I mean, so this is the prophecy of the Holy Prophet ﷺ in the Bible, right? Why do Jews
Yeah.
reject it? Do you know why?
Why?
They say it says fellow Israelites. Do you see what it means?
Israel, yeah.
Yeah. So he's saying Israeli hoga wo. जो prophet आएगा ना, he will be from among their fellow Israelites. They're saying Muhammad ﷺ was not Israelite. He was Ishmaelite. Hazrat Ismail की progeny से थे. Hazrat क्या नाम है इनका? हज़रत इज़राइल का नाम क्या है? हज़रत याकूब? नो यार क्या नाम है?
Yeah,
इस्माइल?
it's Hazrat Yaqub.
या सो कहते हैं तुम्हारे फेलो इजराइट्स में होंगे. तो वाज मोहम्मद सल्लम फ्रॉम इजराइट्स बाय द वे? सॉरी मैं भूल गया हूँ. रोज
No, he's from Ishmaelites.
फ्रॉम द इश्माइलाइट्स, राइट? तो होली प्रॉफेट सल्लम इजराइट्स में नहीं थे. So Jews are saying that he was not from the Israelites, so we don't believe it. Do you know what we Muslims say? Like all the Muslims, Sunni, Shia, everyone, Ahmadis. They say this word is like mistranslated here, obviously, but in other versions, the word here is
Guru King
brothers,
James.
brothers
It's a
of
New International, right? Guru King James.
this one.
Hold up. Yeah, KJV.
Here, I will raise them a prophet from their brothers. So when they hear brothers, they say, oh, it will be Ishmaelite. But the brother of Ishmaelite are brothers of Israelites are Ishmaelites. समझ आ रही है आपको या नहीं? कोई? क्योंकि ब्रदर थे ना
Yes.
हजरत इस्माइल और हजरत वो क्या नाम है इनका. तो वो कहते हैं कि ब्रदर्स का मतलब है कि इजराइलियों में से ही होंगे. लेकिन हम मुसलमान कहते हैं ब्रो ब्रदर्स का मतलब है इस्माइली भी ब्रदर्स हैं आपके. So it's referring to that Buddhists कहते हैं अच्छा अल्लाह ताला ने क्लियर क्यों नहीं बताया अगर यही था, you know? So it's the same thing, like prophecies are basically have some kind of वो you know like you can open like books of scholars, right, on like what
Yes.
prophecies are. Prophecies always have some they're not literal. There's some kind of things that because you know if it's literal and if it's like 100% clearly fulfilled, then everyone will become um, believe, right? There will be no test for anyone. So if you read the scholars explaining it and the Quran explaining it, there's always some kind of test. That's why the prophecies have some little क्या कहते हैं उसको, थोड़ी उसको वर्ड क्या कहते हैं यार, थोड़ा सा क्लियर, थोड़ा सा वो होगा मेटाफोरिकल टाइप का होगा. सो यू हैव टू लाइक अल्लाह ताला हैज़ टू डिस्टिंग्विश बिटवीन द ट्रूथ एंड द
Ambiguous.
ambiguous होगा क्योंकि you have to distinguish the pious from the non-pious, right? Otherwise everyone will believe. So similarly in this hadith that you were reading, son of Mary is specifically mentioned because he could have said Mirza Ghulam Ahmad alayhi salam or Mirza Ghulam Ahmad will come in the future, right? But there will be no test. Everyone will know. Everyone will come and say I am Mirza Ghulam Ahmad, and Allah Ta'ala, you know, like whatever, you know all this. So we say Muslims will become like the Jews. Jews needed a Messiah. Their Messiah was called Son of Mary. Since Muslims are the same, we need another Son of Mary in the Muslims. Because his duties is the same. Duty of Isa alayhi salam was to bring back Muslims, bring back Jews to the Torah, to true teachings of Torah, right? Because they have strayed.
Yeah.
Similarly, the duty of the Messiah of the Muslims will be the same exact thing, to bring back people to the true teachings of the Quran and Hadith. And you know why we need to be, you know, because you don't follow any scholars, right, Quinn? आपको तो पता ही है कि why we need to go back to the Quran and Hadith, because people are following scholars too much. आपको पता ही है ना?
I don't know, bro. I don't really follow scholars like that, bro.
Yeah, but for example, like there's people who are praying to the dead, right? For example,
Yeah, that's wrong.
do you know, are they the majority or minority?
Minority.
Majority of Muslims. I promise you. I'll tell you why. The only Muslims who do not ask the dead for dua are the Salafis and the Ahmadis. And people like you, like who don't follow any scholars. Rest of the
Okay.
Muslims, like all four madhab of
Mm.
Sunni school, they believe in istighatha. You know, this istighatha ka matlab hai कि I can say, oh Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, मुझे फलां चीज़ दे दे, like give me this. Oh Abdul Qadir Jalani, give me this. Oh Abdul Qadir Jalani, ask Allah Ta'ala to give me this. You know, like when we do dua.
Oh, that's pretty much shirk then, isn't it?
Yeah, and majority of Muslims do that, and it's halal. All the majority of the Muslim scholars that have gone by, except Salafis and Ahmadis and people like you, every Muslim believes in this. Shia and Sunni both. All
Yeah.
four madhab of Sunni school believe in istighatha.
To be honest, I haven't really met people like that pray to other people to make dua for them like that.
Yeah, but you can you can literally see like
I've seen a
all
few, like I've seen a few like putting the head on the grave and stuff, but not
yeah,
majority.
majority of people won't put their head on the grave, but they'll still like do dua to like Abdul Qadir Jalani, like from their home. For example, I'm sitting in the home, instead of saying, oh Allah Ta'ala give me this, they'll say, oh Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam give me this, or Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam ask Allah Ta'ala to give me this, because they say the word is called istighasa. You can search it, istighasa. Majority of Muslims believe that. So now, if majority is believing in this blatant shirk, like bro, blatant shirk, then
Okay, but also quick question, yeah.
yeah, yeah.
You know the hadith about 73 sects?
Yes. I was going to show you that
What
actually.
do you?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's the same
and
hadith that I was mentioning. The same hadith of the 73 sects says what I said, that the whole Muslims will become like the Jews. Jews were divided into this many sects. Muslims will become divided into this many sects, and he says 73. And he says, except one of them, all of them will
yeah.
be hell bound, and one of them will be heaven bound. And the whole Sahaba asked, who will it be? Like, and the Holy Prophet ﷺ said two things in two different places. Once he said, they will follow me and my Sahaba. The second time he said that they will have a Khalifa. He says, Al-Jama'ah, that it will be a united community.
Wasn't like one of the answers like it's gonna be the largest sect,
No,
something like that.
the word used over there, it's in, you know, some people mistranslate that. I'll show you, actually, here it is.
Mm.
United community sects. United community. Here it is. This one. So Sahaba asked, who are they? He said, the main body, right? This is the one you're referring to.
Yeah.
This word doesn't mean main body at all. Like, ask any Arab. Al-Jama'ah. You know Urdu. Urdu में जमात कैसे कहते हैं? जमात. Like a group of people. जब आप कहते हैं ना कि नमाज बाद जमात पढ़े, नमाज बाद जमात, उसका मतलब क्या है? कि एक लीडर हो आपका और आप कॉन्ग्रीगेशन में पढ़ो.
Yeah.
तो इसका मतलब ये है जमा. And I can show you a Sunni scholar, like very big right now, because he says the same exact thing. Here it is. This guy, he's Arab. He's speaking in Arabic, so you can read the thing. It's like 10 seconds long, 20 seconds.
كلهم من أهل السنة أما الجماعة فمعناه الذين يبايعون الخليفة وهذا غير موجود اليوم لا توجد جماعة يوجد أهل السنة أما الجماعة ما توجد اليوم إلا كل جماعة وحدها اليوم في كثير من الجماعات وليس في جماعة واحدة للمسلمين كلهم من
So क्या कह रहा है कि जमा वो होती है जिसका खलीफा आता है. आजकल के ज़माने में कोई जमा नहीं है, जमात नहीं है. Only Ahlus Sunnah. लोग कहते हैं ना, I belong to the Ahlus Sunnah wal Jama'ah sect, right?
Yeah.
वो कह रहा है, you can't say that. You don't have a khalifa. You can say you're from Ahlus Sunnah, but you can't say you're from Ahlus Sunnah wal Jama'ah.
Oh, but you know your Khalifa, is it the picture I sent you? That's your Khalifa, isn't it?
Yeah.
I've seen, like, I'm not trying to be offensive to you, but I've seen like what's it called? Recitation of the Quran, and he couldn't read the Quran properly.
Yeah, he doesn't have proper tajweed, I agree.
Yeah.
Because he was born in Pakistan, and not every non-Arab has proper tajweed and cannot learn to pronounce some words certain ways, especially like when you're like 80 or 70. So I agree, but he doesn't he cannot like he doesn't pronounce the words. You know what? I don't know what the Arabic words are. Rose, you will know. Like you know the tajweed. Like you when you say dod or ain, he's not
Yeah.
pronouncing those properly, obviously, because he's doing it in a Pakistani Urdu accent. But
Okay.
it doesn't mean like he's making intentional mistakes or his talawat is wrong or whatever, obviously.
Okay, makes sense.
Because there's like no rule that, because majority of the Muslims are non-Arab, and if you say that you, and the other thing is like people say, oh, how can he be Khalifa if he doesn't have tajweed, if he doesn't have qira? That's so dumb because like, do you have to be the best reciter or to be a Khalifa, or do you have to
I
have
mean,
tajweed to have
to
a
be
Khalifa?
like a leader of a religion. Like imagine if the Prophet was, he couldn't read the Quran or something. Like
He can read the Quran.
that,
He even understands the
he
Quran,
can.
right?
Yeah.
And I'm saying the Khalifa, our Khalifa, Mirza Masroor Ahmad, he can read the Quran, he can understand the Quran. It's just that he doesn't have proper tajweed because he was never brought up in that. He never learned, right, as a child or whatever. But he can recite the Quran. He knows harakats or whatever, right? But he won't probably not do it or something. But I'm saying there's like no criteria for someone to be a Khalifa to have a proper tajweed and qira and whatever, like beautiful recitation. I don't know. Because just the fact, like making a Khalifa is like, for example, non-Ahmadi says, Khalifa, like how is the Khalifa, right? Okay, you make a Khalifa. If anyone can become a Khalifa, why is there no Khalifa other than Ahmadis? Why is it that there, ISIS makes a Khalifa here and there, and then a few years, it's gone? But we have had a Khilafat non-stop since 120, 30 years. Because in the
Okay,
Quran,
that's fine.
yeah, but in the, like
Oh,
the Hadith literally says it will be Khilafat. That group will have a leader, a Khalifa. This translation is wrong. I can show you another one. 73 sects. Abu Amina Elias. Here it is. Here it is. This is a Sunni website. This guy translates it properly. Al-Jama'ah, united community which has a Khalifa. So the whole Sahaba, the Holy Prophet ﷺ said, there'll be one sect that's true. Which sect? The one with the Khalifa, and the one that are following the companions.
Can you show the hadith which says which has Khalifa?
Which has Khalifa? This one. There's another one. I'll show you actually. This
Show
one,
it.
Al-Jama'ah means a group with a Khalifa. The other one
Who
is,
said it means Khalifa? Who said? Please show me that. You made a definitional error over here. It
I'm not
means a
debating.
group
I'm
which has.
teaching. I'm teaching. I'm not debating. I showed you already.
So, but you're
This video.
teaching wrong. But you're teaching wrong.
Yeah, I can debate you later. You want to
Okay,
debate?
but you're teaching wrong.
Yeah, do you know debate? Because I'm talking to
Okay, if
Fahd
you
right
want.
now. Do you want to debate this?
Okay.
Yes or no?
Okay. Yes, we'll debate. Come.
Okay, perfect. You're gonna teach me Arabic. Do you know Arabic?
Yeah, I know Arabic.
What does Tawaffa means?
Sarf. I'm learning Sarf.
Yeah, what does Tawaffa mean? Tawaffa.
You know Arabic. You know Arabic. I will tell.
I'm learning from you. That's why I'm teaching me. What is Tawaffa?
Okay, I'll tell you. Do you know Arabic?
No, I don't. That's why I'm learning from you.
You don't know, so don't ask me.
No.
Come to the point of Jama'ah. You made a definitional error. So
كلهم
please.
من أهل
Listen.
كلهم من أهل السنة أما
Who is this
الجماعة
person?
فمعناه
Listen first. Then you can ask questions. I'm teaching you.
كلهم من أهل السنة أما الجماعة فمعناه الذين يبايعون الخليفة وهذا غير موجود اليوم لا توجد جماعة يوجد أهل السنة أما الجماعة ما توجد اليوم إلا كل جماعة وحدها اليوم في كثير من الجماعات وليس في جماعة واحدة للمسلمين
That's Sheikh Al-Diddu.
So who is?
Google him. Sheikh Al-Diddu.
So why is he Hujjah for me? I don't know who this person is. You need to please get
Who is
the
Hujjah?
interpretation from the. So
Who's talking
get the
about?
muhaddithin,
He's a muhaddis.
the
He is the
hadith.
biggest muhaddis
Ah,
alive right now. Listen, Misandr.
listen to me,
Listen to me
listen to
first.
me,
Listen.
listen to me,
Okay, go ahead.
listen to me. Let me say. You're saying he's the biggest muhaddis presently, okay? You know, it's you who is saying it, or it's XYZ saying it. There's no consensus over it. I just want
I'm
a
telling you what
muhaddis
Sunnis
who is
believe.
widely accepted. Please listen. I just want to, by muhaddis, I mean the earliest muhaddithin who
Okay,
interpreted the ahadith, okay?
all right.
So the hadith you provided, where you translated or, made the meaning of jama'ah, that it's a group, or it's a sect or group or jama'ah which has a khalifa.
Okay.
So does hadith say they're khalifa?
I'll show you another other hadith which is literally Khalifa. But
Go
I
on.
don't have the other thing. Which muhaddis do you want, from the Salaf, from the which century?
Okay. In which book of hadith is this hadith mentioned?
This is from the Ibn Majah.
Mm. So I get from the Ibn Majah if there's the commentary. If you have any of the earliest commentaries of Ibn Majah,
Yeah, like
get
who?
it. Let's
From the
see.
Salaf, the commentary from the Salaf, or from which century of the
Obviously,
Muslims?
yeah.
Which century of the
Obviously,
Muslims?
from the mutaqaddimin.
Which ones?
Get
Like the
it.
Athari
Get it from the
Mutaqaddimin or the
Salaf.
Ashari?
The Salaf are accepted by all of the groups.
That's not how it works. Do
Salaf,
you know there's a debate
yeah,
amongst
it's
listen, let me finish. There is a debate
go on.
amongst Muslims, amongst Sunnis, where they debate all day on these issues, that Falan Salaf said XYZ and the Falan Salaf said XYZ, and they debate this all day. For example, they believe that Allah Ta'ala has two eyes or not. Some Salaf said, oh
Mhm.
yes. Some
Go
Salaf
on.
said no, that is, oh, is Allah Ta'ala literally above the Arsh? Some say Allah Ta'ala cannot be contained within the Arsh, within like 6 directions. Is Allah Ta'ala above or not? Bro, this debate happens all day amongst Sunni groups, Ashari and Salafis and Atharis and Maturidis. Just Google.
Okay, now
Okay?
listen to me.
So don't claim that Salaf, when you say Salaf,
Just
it's
give me
just
a
like,
moment. I got a call.
you
Give
can
me a
do a
moment.
call,
I
you can
got a
come back
call.
later.
Okay.
So it's so dumb to claim that Salaf is like a homogeneous group.
But Xevious, the the correct meaning of Jamaat would just be, because it says united group. It's united group that is united upon one Imam. Because in other hadith it says, "Falzam ila Jama'at al-Muslimin wa imamihim." That hold fast to the Jamaat of the Muslim and their Imam. So you don't have to say that he's technically right in the
Yeah.
sense that Jamaat doesn't mean one that has a Khalifa, but it just has to have an Imam. That could be anything, any type of ruler, but it has to be a singular ruler.
Yeah. So Coin, I was showing you this actually. This is the other
The
hadith.
guy's gone, by the way. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna show you because we're gonna I could have showed him then, but I wanted to see how much he's gonna go, because he's not gonna tell me his madhab, his fiqh, his aqidah, nothing. And he says, oh, I'm Sunni, and if I bring a Sunni scholar, he's gonna say I don't believe in it, and he won't tell me which Sunni scholars he believes in it exactly, right? He won't tell me his like beliefs. Is he following Atharis or Asharis, or which madhab does he follow? So he's just here to debate, but whatever. So this is the hadith. Coin, basically, it's a long hadith. I'll give you summary. It's talking about Holy Prophet ﷺ sitting with Sahaba, and he said, we were living in the worst time. You came, you brought good. Is there gonna be anything bad after this? And he says, yes. And he says, is there gonna be good after this? And then he says, blah, blah, like keeps on going. Then at the end, he says, will there be any good after that? He said, yes. But there will be people calling at the gates of the hellfire. So, and who will respond to their call will be thrown into the hellfire. So at the end of the latter days, it's saying that people will be calling to the hellfire, meaning the 72 sects. So the Sahaba said, oh, Allah's apostle, how do you describe them? He says, they will be from our own people and will speak our own language. Those people that will be calling to the hellfire will be from amongst us, will speak our own language. Then he says, Sahabi says, that what do you want me to do in such a state? He says, stick to the group of Muslims and their Imam. Jama'ah wala imamun. Do you understand? The same word is used here, with an Imam. It literally says stick with the Imam. And you know who that Imam is? In other hadiths, the word used here is Khalifa, literally Khalifa. It says Jama'atun wala khalifatun. So it says stick with a group of ruler imam, and he says, what if there is no group or no imam, no group of Muslims or an imam? He says then turn away from all the sects, and even if you have to die hungry, don't join like any sect. Stay with the Khalifa or just separate yourself from all the sects. It's in Bukhari, by the way, 7084. So this plus the other two hadiths I mentioned, like literally says that one sect will have a Khalifa, and we have one sect, and all the 72 sects are on one side and takfiring us, and we're one sect. It literally like the literal fulfillment of the ahadith.
By the way, I don't know if you heard of this hadith, but I don't fully remember it. It's something like there is no sect and you should only be Muslim and there shouldn't be a sect or something.
There's a verse that says, do not divide yourself in sects.
Yeah, it's that one.
Yeah.
So technically you shouldn't even be. Yeah.
No. It's the Holy Prophet ﷺ told us to be with that one group. Remember, out of the
This very hadith sort of explains it, because if you look at the end of the hadith, what it says is that when all these trials and tribulations are meant to come, the Holy Prophet ﷺ says, "Oh, can you zoom out? I need to say the Arabic as well."
Oh, Arabic.
Okay, because it says over here that when all these trials and tribulations come, he said that stick to the Jama'at of the Muslimin and their Imam. Then he said that if there's no Jama'at and no Imam, then he says, فَأْتَزِلْ تِلْكَ الْفِرْقَ كُلَّهَا. Then leave all of these sects. So the sects which you should be turning away from is those that are created when there is no united group of Muslims. For example, this is something that we see in the history of Islam. The first ever sect that there was ever in Islam were the Khawarij. Why? Because when there was a unified Muslim community under the Khulfa Rashidin, under Hazrat Ali Raziyallahu anhu, this is when you first had a group that took them away from that Khalifa. And they were known as the Khawarij. So Firqa in this case, according to how the Prophet ﷺ has explained, are those that take themselves away from that unified group of Muslims.
Okay, I get you.
And that verse, like Rose mentioned, that's very specific point. Remember that. When the Holy Prophet ﷺ was there was no sect, right? When Hazrat Abu Bakr was there was no sect, right? Everyone followed one leader, right? They said, I will do your bay'ah, the Khalifa of the time. No sects. Hazrat Umar, no sects. Hazrat Usman, no sects, but at the later days of his life, there was one sect. Do you remember? The very first sect that was followed, which is what Rose mentioned, Khariji. When people stopped obeying Khalifa, sects became, so Allah Ta'ala took away the gift of Khilafat from them. Then Allah Ta'ala said,
even the verse that you're also thinking about is وَاعْتَصِمُوا بِحَبْلِ اللَّهِ جَمِيعًا وَلَا تَفَرَّقُوا. This comes in the 3rd chapter of the Quran. If you were to even on your own, when you go and you search any classic mufassirin or like any classic commentaries of this, all of them will have the opinion that when it said that وَاعْتَصِمُوا بِحَبْلِ اللَّهِ, that hold fast to the rope of Allah, they will say that the rope of Allah means the Jama'at al-Muslimin, that the unified community of the Muslims. So this also coincides with that meaning that I was explaining to you from the Hadith.
So you know how this one, but this one says like, what's it called?
Zivi, this is not the verse.
yeah, it's wrong.
It's search, hold fast
Yeah.
to the rope of Allah
Yeah.
and be not divided.
وَاعْتَصِمُوا بِالْحَبْلِ اللَّهِ جَمِيعًا. This one.
Oh, it was the old verse. I was talking about the old one.
There's another one, the one that you're thinking about. Do not follow. What was the thing that do not divide into sects? Quran.
Or those people that.
Oh, this one, yeah.
Yeah, but technically, isn't Ahmadiyya sect as well then?
We're the Jama'ah. We have a Khalifa. Everyone should follow the Khalifa. If you don't follow the Khalifa,
So
you are
you
a sect.
guys are the main. Yeah.
Then you're if you don't follow Khalifa, you're a sect.
It says in okay, Zevis, can you go on the and see the context? 'Cause I'm pretty sure this is referring to the Jews.
But yeah, but there's something similar. I can't find it. There's a
No,
similar.
just go to this. No, just go to this verse. Look, Surah, the second. Go back. Go back.
Go back
Like,
where?
go. Yeah. See, you see the second link. Click the second. No, not the this one. The Quran.com link.
Oh, Quran.com. Okay, sorry.
Yeah. So go up, or if you can see the 158. Okay. Yeah.
Probably Jews.
أم تقولوا إنما أنزل الكتاب على طائفتين من قبلنا وإن كنا عن دراستهم غافلون. Go down.
Bro, you know Arabic that fast? समझ दिया?
Go down. Go down. Go down. Go down. Go down. No, like scroll. Why is it? Why do you have to go to the verse individually? Just click Surah Al-An'am. Go down. It was like verse 159. Now scroll. Okay. Scroll up. Scroll up. Scroll up.
क्या find क्या कर रहे हो? आपकी अरबी कैसी होगी वैसे?
Okay. So this is okay. This is what it's saying. It's saying that regarding the Prophet ﷺ, that he is not lasta minhum fi shay, that you are not responsible for them. Innama amruhum ilallah, that their matter is going towards Allah. Yunabbihum bima kanu yaf'alun. He will inform them regarding that which they did. So this is more or less saying that when these divisions happens, it's not saying that each division is. It's not saying that. Meaning that when people create these divisions in regards to religion, the Prophet ﷺ is not responsible. Rather, their matter goes towards Allah. So this meaning that those who are basically on the truth, their matter will go to Allah, and those who are on falsehood, their matter will go to Allah. This over here does not declare that all of them are basically on falsehood. Because if you're going to take that meaning of it, that anyone who has any sort of aqidah or anyone that has any sort of opinion or their opinion that is different from others has therefore created a sect, it's not saying that all of these sects would then eventually be wrong. But what it say is that those people that intentionally seek to create differences, right? Just like for example, I said that like the Khawarij, or those people that intentionally seek to create differences in the matter of religion, right? Their matter will then rest with Allah, meaning that their final judgment will be upon Allah. So this is sort of like a matter that's not for us to decide, but more or less for Allah to decide what their final judgment will be.
Okay, makes sense. But just quick question, yeah, I'm gonna go. But so
Okay.
all things like Dajjal and the Mahdi and what's it called? The Beast. The Beast one.
Dabat
Yeah.
al-Waqt.
Yeah, that and Yajuj Majuj. So you believe in all of that stuff or no?
Yeah.
All of it.
Yeah. All of it.
So how would Dajjal get defeated and who would beat him?
So the Ahadith says that the Dajjal will be beaten through arguments.
Arguments.
Arguments, like debates, like not like physically. Because remember I was saying that the Dajjal is not physical because of many proofs. But there's like specific ahadith about the Dajjal being killed with arguments, like very specific ahadith. I can show you real quick. It's very simple. The Dajjal killed. This is our website, by the way, like the website for the server.
Yeah.
Here it is. It's in Majah, Abu Dawud, same thing in Sahih Muslim. It says the Holy Prophet ﷺ said, I fear in regards to you in so many other things beside the Dajjal. If he comes while I am amongst you, I shall contend with him on your behalf. But if he comes forth while I'm not amongst you, a man must contend on his own behalf. So he's basically saying, if he comes right now, I'll debate him. Contend means debate, by the way, in English. This is the Arabic word, by the way.
Did you show any meanings of it, like from
Yeah,
Hajij? Yeah,
So
showed that.
what is the Arabic word mean in English?
here,
Hajij. This is the exact word that's used.
Hijaj, Hajij.
Means debate.
Yeah, I am he who will overcome him by arguments or proofs. And it says occurring in regards to Dajjal. So it
Mm.
says like it's referred to in regards to Dajjal as well. This is Lane's lexicon again, same lexicons. So
Okay, but wait.
Mhm.
So is he a man? Who is Dajjal then? Is he a man? Why is it?
Dajjal in very short form is the name of Shaitan, but a very specific manifestation of Shaitan. Like
Okay.
Shaitan comes in like different manifestations. So like Pharaoh was the Shaitan of the time of Hazrat Musa. Like he was a manifestation of Shaitan. Similarly, Dajjal is the name of the specific manifestation of the Shaitan in the latter days, in the time of the Messiah.
So you know all of these hadiths like Dajjal is in an island, or
Yeah.
like how when the Mahdi comes, armies are gonna attack him with black flags or something, and they're gonna get eaten by the
Jews will join
yeah
Dajjal, 70,000, something.
yeah 70,000 of them.
Yeah, we have all
And
the hadiths
actually,
listed here.
actually, in the Quran, I'm pretty sure there was
Yeah.
something like that. And
Yeah.
so now it's coming before our eyes. Also, they're preparing for the Dajjal as well.
Yeah. Yeah, bro, the prophecy Israel becoming a country is a prophecy of
Yeah.
the Quran. But the other prophecy is they're gonna get destroyed soon.
And another one was like Jews are gonna be small in numbers, but they're gonna have power and stuff.
Is it regarding the Dajjal or like general prophecy?
I think it's general, but I think
I
it's
see.
still regarding the Dajjal because look, they're small in numbers, but they're gonna join with him or something.
Yeah, bro, crazy Zionists.
Okay, what about the other thing? What's it called? The days how they're gonna be 1 year, 1 month, and
Yeah.
1 week. So do you believe now as well?
Yeah, it's in a hadith. I think Mirza Ghulam Ahmad Islam explained it, what it means.
Yeah.
But I forgot. I have to find it. I think it's in chat somewhere. Um, it's an Ask Ahmadi channel. I can get you what he said. I can send you. It's in Urdu. Can you read Urdu or no?
No, no.
I think it's basically like it's some metaphor meaning, but I don't know. He didn't say explain exactly what it means. But if you see like the most prophecies of the end times, they're fulfilled. Like time fasting, passing fast, widespread sins, killing, murder, less scholars.
Wait, that's the standard though, innit?
Masjids bigs, masjids like being huge. No, like sins. The standard of sin today is like crazy compared to other. Like there's no comparison. Like all kinds of sins are together in one spot. For example, Lut alayhi salam, when he came, there was homosexuality sin, right? That's one of the biggest sin in this time. And then
I know all of these like prophecies. I know all of that.
yeah, but for example, all of those sins together of all the previous prophets, prophets were sent for a specific type of people, and every single type of people had their own kinds of sins and their times, right? Like Lut alayhi salam had homosexuality. Other prophet had something else. Musa alayhi salam had arrogance of like these Jews, like that was their sin, biggest sin. But if you see today, homosexuality, zina, every type of sin is together in one spot. So that's the fitna of like Dajjal, basically Shaitan also. But I can explain you later whenever you have questions.
Oh, yeah, but the question, are you from Pakistan then?
Yeah, I live in US.
Oh, because apparently in Pakistan, like they hate Ahmadis.
Yeah, in Pakistan, it's illegal for us to even say salam to you. If I say salam to you, you can go to the police and report me, and I go into jail for 3 years or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. We can't, like, I can't even talk to you in Pakistan about, like, anything, Islam, anything in religion. I can't even say salam or alhamdulillah.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.
Wa alaikum salam. Yeah, and we're persecuted. That's why most Ahmadis move, like, migrate.
Okay.
But do you know about the Dajjal's
Yeah,
donkey?
the jaws what?
Donkey of Dajjal.
No clue.
Can you see my screen? I'm opening.
Yeah.
Holy Prophet said when Dajjal comes, he comes on a donkey and he travels on a donkey. That donkey,
Oh no. Was it no? It was I think it's referring to something else though. Like it says donkey, but
yeah, it would be like a
with
huge
a
donkey, like
yeah.
as big as
So
an
it's probably
airplane.
like a plane or something. Yeah.
Yeah, so they're gonna see it's metaphorical, right? So
Yeah.
if Dajjal's donkey is metaphorical, then why do we believe it's gonna be like a literal Dajjal then? Because that's our
No, it's
point.
because
Mhm.
no, because he would have said donkey because he doesn't. They wouldn't know what car is, so they would have just said donkey as like something that he's gonna ride.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. And similarly with any prophecy, prophecies are mostly metaphorical. You know, Dajjal, how
Yeah.
did Holy Prophet ﷺ see Dajjal?
No clue. No, I
In dreams and
don't know.
visions.
Okay.
Like these prophecies that he's doing, like, this thing is going to happen, Dajjal is going to come, Isa alayhi salam will fly down and do this and that, and army, and all these ahadiths, if you read them, they're all dreams and visions of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Dreams and visions. He saw them all in dreams. Like I can show you those ahadiths and proofs later. It's like an article here with all the
Yeah, but
ahadiths.
like, do you disagree with a lot of them then?
No, we
Like
we
Isa coming down
no
and
no
stuff like that.
we believe in all those ahadiths. That's why if you rejected them, then I won't even show you these ahadiths as proof of anything, right?
Yeah.
What we do is like interpret them according to Quran and other ahadiths. Like whenever we do an interpretation of Quran or ahadiths, it should be like consistent with all the verses of the Quran, all the ahadiths. For example, if I say Dajjal is a human, right? And Dajjal is alive, like he's a human, he's literally on an island. If I say that, then remember the other hadith that I was mentioning? Muhammad ﷺ said, in 100 years, every living thing that's alive right now will die.
I think it's a weak hadith, though. It's not really.
Oh, no, Muslim. It's in Sahih Muslim.
Is it?
Yeah. And there's multiple versions of it, like multiple. Some hadith say, every living thing, regardless of where it is, like even sky.
No, but okay, but regardless of what it is, but what about jinns? They're still alive.
Yeah, we believe in jinn.
So I know, but like you know how you say regardless of what it is, it's still gonna die.
No,
Then jinns are still alive.
I think
Yeah.
jinns die as well, if I'm not wrong.
No, but there's some that are still around. They've been living 4,000 years. They got a really long lifespan.
I have never heard that.
That's what I heard. I've heard like they're
No.
still here from like time of Moses and stuff.
No, I've never heard.
Oh.
Maybe if there's a hadith or a verse I can see, but yeah, I've never heard.
I don't have any on me right now, but obviously next time I bring them in it. See what I can find.
But that hadith in Muslim. And
Yeah.
for example, Muhammad ﷺ says hard to recognize Dajjal, and non-Ahmadi Muslim says no, it's very easy to recognize. And then it also says
Actually, yeah, with the Dajjal, I had two stories. I had one was the island, and another was like I heard he's gonna have like a fat father with a long nose or something like that.
No, bro, that's fake, 100%
You heard
fake.
of that?
The fat father with no, I've never heard, but long nose is like it's you make fun of like Jews with that image,
Okay.
I think, but the hadith says that the Dajjal will be born as a Jew or something like that, in a Jewish family. And by the way, Holy Prophet ﷺ and Sahaba, they also did not do literal interpretation of Dajjal, by the way.
Okay.
Have you heard the name Ibn Sayyad?
No.
Ibn Sayyad was like a non-Muslim at the time of the Sahaba and the Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and he was like a weird type of guy. Like he would do like cunning person, how do you say, like someone who does fitna, wants to start fitna, right? But he converted to Islam. When he converted to Islam, Sahaba still said that this guy is Dajjal. Hazrat Ibn Umar
Oh yeah. Okay, I was gonna say, was he like a boy or something?
No, he was grown up man.
Oh, I heard about a boy. He looked weird and stuff.
Yeah,
And I think he had like one eye or something.
There's a story about boy as well, but it's not about Dajjal, but it's separate. So see this hadith in Bukhari Muslim. Hazrat Jabir said that I heard Umar radiallahu anhu swearing, taking an oath in the front of Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, that Ibn Sayyad is Dajjal. So he said that person is Dajjal. Now imagine, did Ibn Sayyad have kafir on his forehead?
Probably not.
Or did he revive a person or make sky rain or do all that miracles? Right? None. There's no mention of it. Why did he swear in front of Prophet? He took an oath by Allah that Ibn Sayyad is Dajjal. And the Holy Prophet stayed quiet. And when Sahabi takes an oath in presence of Muhammad and he stays quiet, it means he approves it. That's why he's mentioning that. Ibn Jabir, he's mentioning this because of that reason. He did not disapprove. Why? Because it means Muhammad is agreeing to it. So basically, Muhammad and Sahaba, they're agreeing this person is Dajjal. But he didn't have kafir on his forehead. So why did they say he's Dajjal? And you know what Ibn Sayyad said? What Ibn Sayyad said? Ibn Sayyad was so sad. Ibn Sayyad कहता है वो मुसलमान हो गए थे, sahabi बन गए थे. He said, "O companions of Muhammad, do you take me as Dajjal? But haven't you heard that the Prophet ﷺ said that he would be a Jew while I am a Muslim, and he would have children, I have no children. He would not have children, and I have children. And Allah has prohibited him from entering Mecca and Medina. And I have done this." Right? वो कह रहा है कि तुमने सुना नहीं कि he can't do all these things and I've done all these things. Why are you calling me Ibn Sayyad? And he says the same thing here in another hadith. So why did the Prophet ﷺ and Sahaba say he's Dajjal? They were not taking it literally, obviously, right? Because if they took it literally, they would say, "You're not Dajjal because you don't have kafir on his forehead." So that's the question. And you know, the hadiths about Dajjal, they're so contradictory. Like, there's so many views amongst Muslim scholars as well. You know, some people believe that this guy was not Dajjal, it was a mistake of Sahaba, right? Some scholars say he was Dajjal and he's alive right now. He just vanished and he's gonna come. You know that?
Oh.
Like, it's weird. Like, bro, there's like 20 different interpretations about Dajjal.
Wait, that's not even a bad idea, maybe. Could it not be?
But the Holy Prophet said it. I mean, you need proof.
Because he stayed quiet. He said quiet. He didn't agree to it. He didn't disagree with that.
Yeah.
Did he want to say, "Oh, he's going to be the Dajjal in the future"?
But where is the proof that he's alive?
There is no proof.
Right? I mean, anything can happen. Obviously, you can say like this happened, that happened, right? But we need proof. And until we have proof, we have to just go by what's apparent.
Got you.
And some say, and suppose we believe that he's alive, then he has died also again. Because the other hadith, remember, every living creature will die. It's a Muslim. Every living creature dies 100 years hadith. It's a Muslim. Like a lot of them is a Muslim. Here it is. Sahih Muslim 355. Here it is. None amongst the created beings would survive after 100 years.
Oh, but then he says from my companions.
He doesn't. It's a brackets.
No, but like.
You can see it. Ma min nafsin manfusati tablugu miyata sanati. Ma min nafsi. None amongst.
No, but the brackets means that he's talking to the companions and talking about them.
But it's not in Arabic. This is the translation, and this is the interpretation.
No, I know, but that's like saying who he's talking to. No.
This is a different version, so you can see it.
Yeah.
I mean, he's obviously talking to Sahaba.
Yeah.
But he's talking in general. He's not saying you guys. There's like multiple versions, so you can see. Like, you just go up and down. You can see all of them. None amongst the
Okay, but okay. One thing is this though. Like for example, jinns, they probably live more than 200 years or something, right?
I mean, I don't know. It's not in Quran and Hadith or something.
You know? Oh.
Like I don't know if their ages are mentioned or something, right?
But bro, you should research that then, and then.
Also, it says
let me
nafs.
know.
Nafs is refers to insan, by the way.
Yeah.
Because insan comes from maybe nafs. Because nafs means soul. I don't know if jinns have soul. If I'm not wrong, I don't know. But
Yeah, they do. I think.
and the other thing is, can I show you like one last thing before you go?
Yeah.
Descend amongst you.
Mm-hmm.
You know this hadith says that son of Mary will descend amongst you. How will you be?
And there will be an imam amongst you, Imam Mahdi.
No, and your imam is amongst you. What imam minkum?
Yeah. Imam Mahdi.
No, it's saying the Messiah will be the imam. And, and he will be the imam amongst you. Let me show you this one. Here. He would descend and he would lead you as amongst you. فَأَمَّاكُمْ مِنْكُمْ كَيْفَ أَنْتُمْ إِذَا نَزَلَ فِيكُمْ وَفَأَمَّاكُمْ مِنْكُمْ. He will come and he will lead you as amongst you.
So you know when he says son of Mary, so he's referring to Mirza. Is that what he's saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
And this note this as well. What does it say?
Yeah. Amongst you.
Who's he talking to?
Descend amongst you. So like what? He's gonna come from amongst you.
He's telling Sahaba.
Yeah.
That he's son of Mary will descend amongst you, them, not us. Right? Does it make sense?
Yeah.
Did son of Mary descend amongst them?
No, but he's asking a question. He's not saying they will descend. He said, "What would you do if he did descend?"
No, but he's telling.
Because he's saying, "What would you do if the son of Mary would descend amongst you and lead you?"
Here.
Oh, actually, wait, go back.
Okay, one second.
This one, yeah.
This one.
No, let me read this one. The hour will not be established. So,
Let's see, descends amongst you.
yeah, but look, when you say Mirza has come, hour still hasn't been established yet.
Can hour will not be established, meaning Qiyamah won't come until this happens. Because this will happen, then Qiyamah will come. La taqumu sa'a. La taqumu sa'a.
So money will be in abundance. Nobody will accept it.
But do you see descends amongst you? That's the point I'm making. Did son of Mary descend amongst Sahaba?
No.
So do we take this literally, this hadith, or what do we do?
I don't know who he's talking to, so that's the thing.
He's talking to Sahaba. Like you can read any of these hadiths, search like descend son of Mary, and it's gonna open all of them. And everyone agrees like it's talking to Sahaba. He's talking to Sahaba, telling them.
Yeah.
So did Isa Islam come? Like that's what you have to think about.
Bro, it would have been easier if you just said Mirza right there, man. But
Similar to this verse, remember? It would be easy if you named Muhammad here and said Muhammad ibn Abdullah will come amongst Ishmaelites. And I will put words in
no, but like, or you could just say like another prophet would come instead of saying son of Mary, or like another prophet.
But Allah, it's the same thing. You know, atheists say why Allah does not show his face to us. Why is it like, you know, basically the argument is why is it not clearer, right? As clear as you want. Everyone wants more clear, right? You were saying this prophecy should be a bit more clear as per you, but I think it's clear. But the atheist comes and says, a Christian comes and says, this thing is very clear that it's not Muhammad, but we as Muslims say, oh, it's very clear. But then atheist comes and says and tells to all of us, you guys are all unclear. Allah Ta'ala is not showing his face to me. Why do you believe in God? And we say, oh, God exists because it's very clear. So everyone thinks something is unclear as per them, right? But the point is, does it make sense? Like, what the interpretation that I was telling you, is it consistent with all the verses of the Quran and all the other hadiths? And if it is,
Yeah, bro, I get where you're coming from. You know what I'm gonna do my own research in all of these.
Yeah.
Back and talk to you about it again.
yeah, sure, whenever you want, you can ask any questions. But the thing is, like, with research, like, what we as Ahmadis, like Mirza Ghulam Ahmad always told people, that if you want to know that if I'm actually the truthful, instead do your research, obviously, because that's the bare minimum, but then pray. And he specifically gave a challenge to people, like, like specific people, that you should pray for this many days and do this dua, and Allah will show you sign, inshallah, and it will guide you or make you understand things, basically. So just pray, obviously, like, whatever you're doing is, you're doing it. Bro, you're right.
That's right.
So just pray that whatever you're doing, Allah Ta'ala guides you. If Ahmadis is truth, you come here. If not, you stay wherever you are.
Yeah, bro. You know what? Thank you for your time. Yeah.
No, thank you for being nice, because, bro, not many people are, this respectful.
I get you.
So
Yeah.
yeah, thank you so much for coming. I have to go as well because I have to pray. But then
See you in 2 days or something, inshallah.
yeah,
Yeah.
so,